Today we're going to look at how to install the Oracle ColorSHIFT DRL Upgrade Kit for the 20 to 21 Toyota Supra GR. First, we want to pull down the fender liners by removing 11 10mm bolts and 1 speed clip. Next, we need to remove the 12 7mm bolts across the bottom of the bumper. Pop the hood and remove the 6 speed clips from the fender liner covers. Remove the hood gasket, then remove the 10 10mm bolts across the top from left to right. Firmly pull the corners of the bumper outward, then pull the top center outward. Unplug sensor harnesses on both sides. Now we can carefully pull the bumper away from the car. Remove the 2 T25 screws at the top of the headlight, then the 2 T25 screws behind the fender liner across the bottom of the headlight. Unplug the main headlight connector and pull the headlight away from the car. Remove the 3 T20 screws holding in the heatsink and pull the heatsink away from the headlight. Next, unplug the factory DRL. Remove the 2 T10 screws, then gently pry away the circuit board using a flathead. Cut off these 2 tabs from the DRL bracket. Plug back in the factory circuit board, then push back into the headlight. This is the Oracle DRL replacement, which will be mounted to the heatsink using the same T10 screws. Push the heatsink back into place with the ColorSHIFT wires hanging over the edge. Then fasten the 3 T20 screws. Next, we need to place the LED driver in the engine compartment. I'm using double-sided adhesive, but if you don't have this, you can use zip ties. Mount the LED driver to the underside of the core support. Cap off any unused outputs on the BC1 using the included connectors, then mount the BC1 in the engine compartment. Connect the BC1 output cable to the LED driver input cable using butt connectors or heat shrink and solder. The wires are connected white to black, red to red, green to green, then blue to blue. Connect the cable to the BC1 and the LED driver, taking care to make sure the arrows on each side of the plugs match. Route the cables when you're done. Bring the driver's side headlight to the car and route the DRL cable across the core support. Be sure to use zip ties to keep the cable from sagging. Plug the connector into the LED driver. On the driver's side headlight, plug back in the main headlight connector, then put the headlight back into place. Refasten the 4 T25 screws. Refasten the 10mm fender liner bolts. Repeat the same steps on the passenger side. Install the red BC1 power cable to the positive battery terminal. If your battery post is too large, simply cut the ring terminal on the BC1 cable in half. Install the black BC1 negative cable to the factory ground at the bottom of the engine compartment. Be sure to loom and tuck away any cables you don't want to be visible. Lastly, we just need to reinstall the bumper. Place the bumper back on the car and plug back in the sensor harnesses. Then refasten the 10mm bolts across the top of the bumper. Refasten the 3 outer 10mm fender liner bolts. Refasten the 12 7mm bolts across the bottom. Refasten the 6 speed clips from the fender liner covers.